Good afternoon, our lecturer and my friends. Today I will present you cultural strategy for adapting mergers and acquisition. Background of the problem is the company goals is to make the company grow and be sustainable. However, resources that are owned by the company are limited both in financial and human resource. To achieve this, it is common for companies to do merger or acquisition. This is done so that the company can combine powers and control over the market that they hold and want to improve the company performance and want to diversify its business, increase its funds. However, there are often failures in acquisition and merger due to differences in work culture within the company. The absence of cultural integration between the two companies and the inappropriate process of cultural change, a leader who cannot be a bridge between the two companies. The possibilities of failures will be even greater if merger and acquisition are carried out with two different countries or continents. The percentage is very large, at 70 to 90% according to Harvard Business Review. The key to successful merger and acquisition is integration and understanding what we are buying. Formulation of the problem. 1. What are the effects of cultural differences on acquisition and merger? 2. How to minimize failure on acquisition and merger? 3. Why do companies keep making acquisition and merger despite a high percentage of failure? Purpose of this writing. 1. Measure how much influence cultural differences have on acquisition and merger. 2. Identify a way to minimize the occurrence of failed, failed acquisition and merger. 3. Analyze what makes company attractive to acquisition and merger despite high percentage of failure.
Culture is a way of life that develops and is shared by a group of people, and is passed on from generation to generation. Culture is made up of many complex elements, including religious and political systems, customs, and language. Language, like culture, is such an inseparable part of human being that many people tend to think of it as being genetically inherited. Next is acquisition. According to PSAK, or Statement of Financial Accounting Standards, an acquisition is a business combination in which one of the companies, namely the acquirer, obtains control over the net assets and operations of the acquired company by providing certain assets, recognizing an obligation, or issuing shares. A merger is the process of bringing together two companies. One company remains standing with the name it has, the other company lost its name and wealth. When combined with other companies, in accordance with the meaning of the word merger, there are two or more companies that become one, and the merger benefit is as follows.
There are three different strategies for cultural integration, namely the first, monoculture strategy, which is a strategy in which a larger company imposes its corporate culture in a smaller company in the form of cultural colonization. Then, the multicultural strategy, in which the acquisition maintains its culture and the coexistence of cultures is seen as enrichment. And the third is a mixed culture strategy, in which the cultures between the two companies are united to form a new culture that is supported by each company. Cultural coercion as well as monocultural strategies can generate resistance from employees and have an impact on the environment of merger and acquisition, especially if each partner has a different culture. However, this monocultural strategy can be successfully applied if in the process of changing the role of leadership, it is effectively applied. The leader must effectively communicate the vision of change, maintain the implementation of the vision, and provide optimal support to every employee during the transition process. Second, a multicultural strategy can be applied if the companies in the merger and acquisition process are less similar in business scope or have different patterns of conducting industrial activities. In this case, each company chooses to maintain its corporate culture, and the diversity of cultures is expected to provide added value potential for synergy. A multicultural strategy can usually work if the primary motive of merger and acquisition is growth, and the merger and acquisition process is carried out with a small or new company. The most common cultural integration in the merger and acquisition process is the mixed culture strategy, which generally occurs in horizontal mergers. This integration strategy will produce a new culture with a new vision, mission, and shared values that are in line with the structure, system, strategic direction that is expected to be realized from merger and acquisition activities. This strategy focuses largely on finding a suitable practical internship approach for the joint venture. From the explanation of the three cultural integration structures, it is concluded that the company is able to achieve the resulting synergies if an effective leadership role is carried out during the merger and acquisition integration process.
There's examples of companies that failed mergers and acquisitions. First is Permata Bank. Permata Bank do acquisition with Bangkok Bank, which is the largest corporate bank in Thailand with total assets of 105 billion US dollar. President Director of Permata Bank confident that this acquisition will make banking more developed. Second one is Daimler Chrysler. In 1998, the company became the subject of the acquisition with German automaker Daimler, which made Mercedes-Benz for $39 million. Finally, Chrysler was sold to Cerberus Capital Management in 2007. The sales was for 7.4 billion US dollar. In 2009, the new owner of Chrysler admitted bankruptcy and it was in a bailout using the tax budget. Third one is Mandiri Bank. Mandiri Bank is a merger of Bumidaya Bank or BDB, the Indonesian Export-Import Bank or Exim, the Indonesia Development Bank or Bapindo, and the Dagang Negara Bank or BDN, and was inaugurated in October 2nd, 1998, and has been running until now. Mandiri Bank is a BUMN, so it facilitates government programs with the various programs offered. Fourth one is Lipo Karawaci. Lipo Karawaci is a merged company consisting of 8 companies. Among them are Siloam Healthcare, Arya Duta Hotel, Lipo Land Development, Lipo Karawaci, Kartika Abadi Sejahtera, Sumber Waluyo, Nanggadipta Berkat Mulia, and Metropolitan Tatanugraha. The 8 companies are combined as Lipo Karawaci. This company engaged in hotel and hospital services, retail business, and shopping sector. The fifth one is Daimler Alliance with Mitsubishi. Daimler failed to acknowledge any local practices and principles of Japanese business culture. In Japanese culture, trust and attention to others' feelings are essential. This means that Japanese business people value personal relationships more than dry facts. This differs greatly with strictly fact-based and pragmatic approach of the German counterpart. Not paying any attention to the concept of localization, Daimler appointed German managers who immediately started giving orders as if they were in German. As a result, Japanese subordinates felt extremely reluctant to take orders from them, which in turn had a negative impact on overall efficiency.